tell me your name and your profession.
Well, I'm Helen Davis Johnson, and I'm co-founder of Create Here.
Okay. And where did the idea of CreateAthon on campus come from?
Now that could be a long tangled tale, or we could make it short and sweet, but I'll do somewhere in between and tell you that at Create Here we've done a lot of things that have been these sort of long plus short blitzes, so to speak. And it started out with us deciding that we wanted to encompass a lot of things, a lot of activity, and compress it into a really short space. So we did something called City Share Mini Conference first, and we brought people from all over the country, and they brainstormed together about what they could do to take home to start in their own city. Then we did something called 48-hour launch, which is actually happening this weekend as well. Then we went to Detroit, and we did something called the Detroit Civic Intervention. That was a 48-hour long event as well. And a lot of people looked at us and said, what can you do in 48 hours, or what can you do in a day or 2 days when you're looking at problems that are institutionalized, that are huge? And what we said is, the connectivity that happens over the course of these events is the first thing that matters, because you're bringing people together from across different sectors, from all over the community, who are going to develop relationships that are then going to make their communities better. And it is always up to the individual to do that. Then the other thing is that with CreateAthon particularly, Leslie and I have been working together with her classes for the past few years to do several different projects. I believe that graphic design is one of the most important growth industries in the community, and we've been told that by a number of professionals. And so when we had the opportunity to do an accelerated project to embed student graphic designers in a situation with professional graphic designers to do something that mattered for the community, it was sort of a no-brainer, because we've seen it work before. We can see it work now in a way that we're going to see a fast turnaround, a fast product that's going to resonate throughout the community. We've already seen it happen, and I can't even begin to tell you what I think the potential is for the impact that this 24 hours is going to have on the community from here on out.
What about Chattanooga do you think makes it a city that would be receptive to an event like CreateAthon on campus?
Okay, so Chattanooga is a city that's had huge issues, and then we've done a 180 so many times with those issues. We've turned things like environmental disaster practically. You know, we were 40 years ago a city that had the dirtiest air in the country. It got set on national television. We had great population loss happening downtown because people were losing jobs left and right, racial tension, so our people were at each other's throats. We had environmental chaos, and we had huge economic disaster happening. And today when we look at our community, our environment, our people are the things that we love best, right? On top of that, we love our downtown. We fixed the three things. I mean, they're not completely exactly where they could be, but they're amazing. Our people, our environment, our downtown are our biggest assets. And if we as a community can take what was most broken 40 years ago and turn it into what we love the most about our community, then we are a community that can look at something like CreateAthon and say, that's a way to turn a problem into an opportunity, and we can take the biggest issue that we've got right now, which is education, public education. Over 26,000 responses to the STAND survey identified that, and we can make that into something that we can fix and turn into our greatest asset. So I think this is a community that can do things other communities can't do, or maybe things that other communities think they can't do. And if we can figure it out here, then maybe other people will believe that they can do it wherever they are too.